Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih kepada Anas sebab dapat meluangkan masa bersama kami. Jadi untuk pengetahuan Cik Anas, tujuan interview ini adalah untuk kami menyiapkan tugasan berkaitan dengan isu dan challenges on the implementation of murabahah in personal financing. Dan dalam masa yang sama kita dapat tambah ilmu pengetahuan lah melalui Encik. Jadi sebelum tu saya perkenalkan diri saya dan kawan-kawan saya dulu. Saya Najwani, kita ada Ain, Yasmin, Asro dan Aiman. Jadi tanpa meninggalkan masa lagi, boleh tak Encik perkenalkan diri Encik dan pengalaman?
Based on the answer from interviewer, he said that the use of murabaha in personal financing has provided an alternative to the Muslim community. As we know, the murabaha system has existed since the Arab era. So, the Muslim community who want to get financing without involving riba, it allows individuals to meet their needs and wants in a Sharia-compliant manner, although there was some debate about certain aspects of the implementation of this murabaha. Hence, it has become an important choice in the Islamic financing industry in meeting the needs of personal financing.
Based on the interview for the question 2, in the implementation of murabaha in private financing, there are several main issues faced. Some of these issues include: first, determination of profit margin. One of the main issues is the determination of profit margin imposed by banks or financial institutions. This margin should be set beforehand and cannot be based on the concept of riba. However, there is a debate about the margin rate that is fair and appropriate to the risk involved in the transaction. This issue required a clear assessment and determination so as not to create disputes or injustice in funding. For the second issue is trust and transparency. The implementation of murabaha also required trust and transparency between the bank or financial institution and the customer. Customer need to be sure that the bank complies with Sharia principle in the implementation of murabaha and follow the correct buying and selling process. Therefore, it is important for bank or financial institution to maintain integrity and ensure openness in murabaha transaction. And the last four issue that stated by interviewer is asset quality. In murabaha, the bank or financial institution is responsible for buying the asset desired by the customer. Therefore, the issue of asset quality become important. The bank need to ensure that the asset purchased are of good quality and suit to the customer's need. This involves a careful valuation of the asset and ensuring the accuracy of the price.
Okay, so for the question number 3, based on interview with Mr. Anas, the challenges faced in financial institution because of the people lack knowledge regarding the concept of murabaha. Because in Malaysia, so many commercial banks, and that's why murabaha system to be less accepted from people. And nowadays, we can see the Islamic financial sector is growing rapidly, and has great potential. But there are so many challenges to empower the Islamic financial sector, especially for Muslims in Malaysia who still use conventional method. So for the information, many banks in Malaysia has used the concept of murabaha in this personal financing, and we know many function and benefit when we use the concept of murabaha in personal financing compared with conventional system. And for example, we can see Agrobank, which is has created a product with the concept of murabaha, which is we call Agro Cash Eye, and this product is a facility to provide personal financing to relevant customer and prioritize agriculture activity and agriculture foundation. But we can see in 2020 the COVID-19 pandemic has many negative impact on the people, country and worldwide, especially in fact in terms of finance. And because of this situation, we know the principle of murabaha is not suitable to be practiced during the pandemic because it will cause problem from the parties involved. For example, we can see in terms of financing payment that are difficult to complete within the agreed period. And therefore, to overcome this problem, I think the Islamic finance industry needs to continue to approach and educate the community for this method to be more effective. And the Islamic financial institution itself must have a knowledge and understanding of what Islamic finance is and the capability of Islamic finance. That's all from me.
An asset from the interview session. Here, I can conclude that one of the challenging factors in doing murabaha transaction in personal financing is risk management. Islamic Finance Service Board also defines risk management as a process that consists of an identifying, evaluation, reducing, control, and report a risk. The division will be the benchmark of the decision in this paper, and the process will be explained in the detail. Banking supervisor-based committee for banking supervision also provide the definition of the risk management practice through continuity of the following four process. Number one, identify a situation and classify into several categories such as market risk, credit operation, and other risks to more specific subcategory. 2. Measure and assess risk using data and certain risk model. 3. Perform surveillance and make the report based on the risk assessment done. 4. Regulation risk and related matter by management the more seniors. One of the main causes that hinder the growth of Islamic finance is the lack of awareness among the community regarding the alternative offered in a banking, insurance, capital market, and investment. Therefore, to overcome this problem, the Islamic finance industry must continuously approach and educate the community. For the method to be more effective, the Islamic finance institution itself must have a knowledge and understanding of the what Islamic finance is and what Islamic finance is capable of. Islamic financial institutions need to increase studies and research involving all levels, including regulator, practitioner, and academics to strengthen understanding. At the same time, investment in human capital also need to be focused on because of the lack of knowledge in Islamic finance, which is often linked to the lack of qualified experts in the field. Therefore, it had an impact on the innovation of the product and service introduced. There is also an urgent need to create wider awareness among market participants through research, education, and training. In addition, any matter where there is wide difference of opinion should be reviewed and reviewed and re-evaluated in the effort to reach a better solution.
What I got from interview provide two suggestions. First suggestion is provide sufficient training to employees. As employees in an Islamic financial institution, we must know the detail of what, why, and how murabaha works, and important for our customer to know. This is because we need to give confidence to our customer about murabaha in personal financing. At the same time, it can benefit our bank because we encourage the customer to apply for personal financing. Second suggestion is create program with the public about what is murabaha and the benefits of murabaha in personal financing. For example, joining CSR. CSR means corporate social responsibility, with joining an event that provide booth and bringing the most talented staff to briefly talk about the product that you have with a murabaha contract, that it can help people to understand the benefits of murabaha in personal financing compared to personal loans provided by conventional banks.
In conclusion, personal financing is one branch of the debt financing that be implements St. Ages. Personal financing is a product that is permitted by Sharia because it provides cash facility to customer, which is Islamic loan. After the establishment of the Islamic banking, personal financing is not longer based on usury. In fact, it is implemented based on the established Islamic law. But the reality is Islamic does not encourage its people to make financial loan, especially for the purpose of one and not for need.